Hey, what's up, people? So, a lot of new information on Pokemon was released today, so let's talk about it. Alright, first of all, two new Pokemon were revealed. The first one is named Type Null, which is a normal type Pokemon and is categorized as a synthetic Pokemon. This Pokemon seems to be another artificial or altered Pokemon, similar to Mewtwo or Genosect. A bit of its description reads, was constructed to synthesize the strengths of various Pokemon. That's why this Pokemon looks a little weird. If you look at its front legs, they look almost mechanical or at least completely different from the rest of the body. And it's wearing this big, funky looking helmet, or kind of cool looking helmet, I think. So, another altered Pokemon, so I wonder if it's going to have a point in the story. I love the design. I really think it looks pretty cool. I'm wondering if it's going to evolve or not. It might not, since it's a synthetic Pokemon. But it's really interesting, and I hope it has an interesting story within the game. The second Pokemon is Jangmu-O. It's a Dragon-type Pokemon, categorized as the Scaly Pokemon. A bit of its description reads, has the pride of a warrior, although it remains humble about it or about its capabilities. This Pokemon looks like a little lizard dragon. It's a pretty cool design. It has a bunch of little scales and then like a huge scale on top of his head that kind of looks like a heart, or at least to me it looks like a heart. So it's going to be interesting to see what this Pokemon evolves to. It's probably going to be this big armored type dragon Pokemon. Pretty simple but cool design. I like it. More dragon Pokemon, is always a good thing in my opinion. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so another thing that was revealed today was one new Alolan Pokemon form, which is the Alolan Raticate. Last week we got the Alolan Raticate form, so now we got its evolution Raticate, which is a dark normal type. And a bit of its description reads, because urban areas are their main habitat, their diet is higher in calories than ordinary Raticate. As a result, they become hefty. Yeah, definitely. This is a big old fat looking Raticate. Has big old puffy cheeks and is a lot more round than a normal Raticate. I think it's kind of a funny design. But it lives in urban areas, so it eats a lot more food compared to Raticate in the wild, so it ended up become, fatter. I think the design's kind of funny. I don't think it looks cool or anything, but it's an interesting design, Something that might be realistic, mice or rats living in an area where they eat more food are of course going to become fatter and bigger than, ones that live out in the wild. So it's pretty cool. Alright, next up we got a ton of new features. The games Pokemon Sun and Moon are set 12 hours apart from each other, which will make certain events different. Like the type of Pokemon you might battle between trainers is going to be different. Sun runs on the normal 3DS time, but the time in Moon is 12 hours ahead of the 3DS time. So that's going to be really interesting. If you're playing Sun in the middle of the day, it's going to be, normal time. But if you're playing Moon, it's going to be nighttime for you. So it's going to be weird and interesting, and it's going to make things more interesting between the two different versions. More of a reason, if you like nighttime, get Moon, and maybe there'll be more nighttime type Pokemon. Same thing with Sun. If you like the daylight, get Sun. So I think that's really interesting and a great way to make them unique from each other, more so than just having a few different Pokemon catchable in each game. Alright, they also revealed the Aether Foundation, which seems to be, the opposite of Team Skoll. It says their goal is to care for Pokemon that have been hurt. And they have a man-made artificial island somewhere in the game. So that's pretty cool. I love the designs. They look awesome. So they're probably going to be helping you out, or you're going to be helping them out. And they're going to be asking you, hey, go stop Team Skoll or something like that, or go help this Pokemon, because even though it's our job, we're just going to point you in a direction and have you do our job. Like in most Pokemon games. But I love the designs. They look really cool, and I'm interested to see their role in the story. And speaking of the rivals Team Skoll, another one of their members was revealed Gladion, and he is categorized as Team Skoll's Enforcer. I like his design, he looks pretty cool and interesting, but the thing that I find more interesting is that his Pokemon, or his partner, is type Null, so he has that artificial Pokemon, which we don't know if you're going to be able to catch in the wild. You probably, I don't know, maybe towards the end of the game he'll end up giving you type Null, but it's interesting, you know, that he has that Pokemon, so I wonder if his storyline is going to intertwine with that Pokemon. So I can't wait to see, and I'm interested to know, you know, Gladion and type Null's story. Another thing that you're going to be able to do in the game is search for Zygrade's cells and cores. Dexio and Cena, the assistants of the professor from Pokemon X and Y, show up sometime in the game, and they give you a Zygrade cube. And with this cube, you're able to look for the cells and cores of Zygrade. It's probably going to lead up to you catching Zygrade, and I don't know what big importance it's going to have in the overall story of the game, but I think it's a pretty cool feature, so I guess I can't wait to do that. Simple side quest probably, but pretty cool. Another thing that was revealed that I think is pretty cool is that you can take pictures with the Pokefinder, which is kind of like a mini game, kind of similar to Pokemon Snap. It won't be as fun as Pokemon Snap, I doubt it, because I thought you can throw apples or Pokeballs at Pokemon to make them dance around or do stuff. But I think it's pretty cool. There's going to be photo spots throughout the game where you can take pictures of Pokemon, and your pictures get evaluated, and the better pictures you take, the more features you unlock in that mini game. Like, you'll be able to unlock the ability to zoom or whatnot. So I think that's pretty cool. I'm a big fan I like Pokemon Snap. I have the game, and I used to play it all the time. I thought it was a fun game, so it's good for those people who've been wanting a sequel, I guess, or to calm them down. Hopefully we'll get a real sequel sometime in the future, but pretty cool feature. Alright, the last thing they talk about it in the video, and the most interesting thing in my opinion, is the reveal of Ultra Beast. Ultra Beasts don't seem to be Pokemon. That's the thing that's really interesting. Alright, a part of their description reads, they possess mighty powers and could pose a threat to humans and Pokemon, so they are feared. See, it's interesting because their design doesn't look like any Pokemon we've ever seen before, and they're not mentioned as Pokemon, and even their profile says that Pokemon they're a threat to Pokemon and humans, you know. So I don't think they're actually Pokemon, which is really weird and strange. And there seems to be multiple Ultra Beasts exist. Each are called by a code name. So they don't even have names, they have code names. Like the one that is shown off is UB01, Ultra Beast 01, so I'm guessing that's his code name. So it's really interesting, and I can't wait to see how those Ultra Beasts, you know, do we even call them Pokemon? Because I don't think they're Pokemon, affect the game, or are we going to be able to catch them, or are we just going to be able to battle them and just, you know, defeat them? So I think that's mysterious and cool. Like, I don't know what to expect from that. And the one Ultra Beast that was revealed, UB01, its description reads, it's composed of a glass-like substance. However, it is constantly changing shapes. So they seem to be these powerful, really powerful creatures, you know. UB01 is made out of glass, but it can shift its form really easily whenever it wants. So I'm really interested. This is the biggest thing that was revealed in this video, and the most interesting one. So, you know, a lot of great stuff was revealed today. I can't wait for this game to come out. I'm more and more interested each time they reveal more things. I want to know what the Ultra Beasts are. Can we catch them? You know, it's really interesting stuff. But I guess that's it. I mean, what are your guys' thoughts on, you know, this reveal and all this information? You know, let me know in the comments below. And, you know, if you like this video, like it and subscribe. Alright guys, alright people, thanks for watching.